The Solihull Skarmoors are doing insanely well in the PDD this season. They have been absolutely dominating ever since we changed our team name from the Birmingham Spritzy to the Solihull Skarmoors. But only one league has dared to face the Solihull Skarmoors so far, and that's a little bit disappointing. So I thought it was probably about time we brought our talents to a new stage. That's right, we have been invited by Yanmega to the UNPL, the Uva Naranja Premier League, and this is very, very exciting. Some of the best names in Draft League are here, such as Yanmega himself, such as Grandmaster D-Ray, and we are here to try and prove that we are not just a one-season wonder, and we're going to do very well this season. So yes, strap in, get ready, because the Solihull Skarmoors aren't bowing out just yet. Welcome to the UNPL. Now, as we start this brand new adventure into a brand new draft league, it is very important that we get ourselves off to the right start with the right amount of energy. And luckily for me and for you, I have just the way of doing that thanks to today's sponsor, Wraith Energy. Now, I have tried many of Wraith's flavours and I have found them all to be absolutely wonderful. They taste amazing, they do not sit in your stomach very heavy like other carbonated energy drinks do, and the cost drink per drink is a hell of a lot better than buying cans of other brands. So it is basically just a win-win. Delightful flavour, not as harsh in your stomach, and a lot better for your wallet. They have many different flavours that basically suit any kind of palate. They've got a cola flavour if that's your thing. They've got some tropical flavours if that's your thing. If you like berries, that's also a possibility. Basically, whatever you fancy, they've probably got a flavour for it. So if you head over to wraithEnergy.com and use code ONESIE at checkout, you will get yourselves a brand spanking 10% off any purchases at Wraith Energy. So use code ONESIE and get yourself some Wraith Energy at an even better cost than normal. So yes, thank you very much to Wraith Energy for once again partnering with me. And without further ado, let's get in to the team builder and the battle for our week 1 of the UNPL. Now, our week 1 game is up against the man, the myth, the legend, that is JB Westside and the Las Vegas Cinderace. And JB Westside is honestly one of the only Pokemon Unite creators I can watch without finding them incredibly cringe, or toxic, or just bad at the game. JB is a very talented creator, his content is very in-depth, he's not completely bombastic, which I really appreciate in a Pokemon Unite player, because if you're basically just screaming every 10 seconds, I'm not paying attention to the game. But JB is a very talented player, his content is very informative, and if you haven't seen his gameplay and his videos already, make sure you do so. He is a very good guy, and I'm very much looking forward to taking him on this week. And his team is kind of cracked, so we're going to have a little bit of a chat about that matchup. And that matchup will be appearing on screen right about now. And for all of you, this will be your first look at my draft as well, because I've decided not to do a draft analysis. But yes, this is my team and JB's team side by side with all the Terra captains and everything displayed on screen for you. Shout out to KJ for setting this up for me because it looks fire. And yeah, I'm very happy with how this has came out. But yes, my team is basically built around trying to get Yanmega and Quaquaval sweeps with a lot of bulky, scrappy mons in the middle that are able to do big damage like Iron Hands and Sylveon, and Ogerpon, of course, to set up hazards and potentially go for some late game sweeps itself. I was desperate to use Ogerpon, and I figured this was the best way to do so. Now, JB's team, I actually do have the speed matchup against, because I have the fastest thing on the field with my good old Cyclizar over here. But JB's team, of course, has Iron Valiant, it has Kommo-o, it has Scizor, it has Hisuian Zoroark, it has Revavroom, it has plenty of setup threats itself. And that Terra Steel Moltres looks like a massive problem to me, because if Chi-Yu goes down, I don't really have much of a way of taking it out. So, how am I going to deal with the threats at hand? Let's find out, shall we? And the first Pokemon that I have decided to bring in this game is going to be the good old reliable Iron Hands. Now this week he's coming with a Roselli Berry in order to take hits from the Iron Valiant and potentially help me deal with that thing late game. We're also going with Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Drain Punch, and Play Rough with an Adamant Max Attack, Max HP set this week. Play Rough does deal massive damage to Kommo-o and to Iron Valiant, and can OHKO a non-invested Iron Valiant. It also does big damage to that Samurott Hisui that's chilling over there, and it can do some big damage to a lot of things, basically. We've got Fire Punch in order to hit Sizzle and Revavroom for bigger damage. Ice Punch deals with Torterra, also gives me an option to hit Kommo-o, and basically, that's the reason for it. I mean, it's pretty simple. 4 attacks for coverage, hits everything on my opponent's team, and takes hits from Iron Valiant, potentially preventing a sweep from that thing late game. So yes, Haymaker has been plucked right out of the PDD and is going to be coming here to help me sweep through the UNPL this season. Now, Mon number 2 that I'm bringing this week is going to be Tintin the Bronzong. There is a reason for that nickname. I'll let you try and work it out in the comments if you feel like it. But yes, Tintin the Bronzong is going to be here with a max HP, max defense, relaxed nature build with Ice Spinner, Psychic, Gyro Ball, and Stealth Rock. Now, Gyro Ball deals incredibly big damage to a Iron Valiant, and it could be the biggest thing I have to help deal with an Iron Valiant that's gone a little bit crazy. I'm pretty sure I live a +2 close combat from an Iron Valiant with this Bronzong set, because Bronzong is surprisingly bulky when you put investment into it. Ice Spinner deals massive damage to Torterra, and Bronzong in general is a very good check to Torterra because of the Levitate ability and being a Steel type, being able to block damage from the grass moves. Ice Spinner helps me deal big damage back and really assists in that front. We have Psychic as well to help hit Kommo-o on the special side, rather than having to go through its big 125 defense stat, which nobody wants to do. I do have Ice Spinner, which can hit it as well, but I thought that maybe going Psychic would do a bit more damage. It also gives me a bit more of an option against Iron Valiant in case I'm scared of some sort of Babiri Berry set. I just figured that 3 attacks Stealth Rock was the best way of bringing this guy this week. So yeah, Bronzong is here to basically help me stop losing to Torterra, because otherwise Torterra sets up a Shell Smash and rips through me. So Bronzong is going to have a very important job to do this week. And the final pseudo-defensive mon that I'm bringing this week is going to be an Assault Vest Regenerator Cyclozar with max attack, Jolly Nature, with 216 speed, 32 HP, 8 special defense, and the moves are going to be U-Turn, Knock Off, Rapid Spin, and Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner, as I mentioned, also helps hit the Torterra. It also does big damage to the Kommo-o if I need to hit that thing and finish it off with low health. We have U-Turn to keep momentum, Rapid Spin to get rid of hazards, and Knock Off for a little bit of utility. Cyclozar looked like it was going to be one of the best ways that I had to take hits from Moltres and to help deal with Hisui and Zoroark, because if I don't know what set that Hisui and Zoroark is running, or if I haven't broke its illusion yet, it could do massive damage to me. So by leading with Cyclozar this week, I am able to get some big damage on things like a potential Hisui and Samurott lead, pop any kind of illusion and break sashes with U-turns and just get rid of items. It's here to be an annoying mother flipper. It's here to get rid of items. It's here to potentially Ice Spinner the Kommo-o and the Torterra. And yeah, Cyclozar is a cool mon. I'm looking forward to using it this week, and I thought that this was the best of both worlds set. So yes, hopefully Saru the Cyclozar can do some things this week. Now, 3 defensive mons out of the way, 3 offensive mons to come, and the first of those offensive mons is going to be the king of the offensive mons itself, Chi-Yu, who is going with a timid heavy-duty boots set this week with Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, Psychic, and Ruination. Now, the reason we've gone with those 3 moves, the attacking moves anyway, is because Fire Blast and Dark Pulse hit absolutely everything except for the Dash Bun, and Psychic basically 3-hit KOs, especially defensive Dash Bun. If I'm able to get that thing low health, I should be able to finish it off with a Psychic, and I can kind of predict switches with the Ruination and go for some Psychic kills later on. This guy just forces switches. It's able to come in on everything that's not the Hisuian's Rourke and the Iron Valiant and threaten them out with big damage. Psychic also gives me a way of hitting Komodo, which is really important, and Fire Blast and Dark Pulse are just really, really good stab. There's not much that my opponent has that wants to take hits from this outside of an Assault Vest Hisuian Samurott, which, surprisingly enough, actually is a really good switch into Chi-Yu. But if it brings that, it can't go Scarf, it can't go Focus Sash, and it might be a little bit more difficult for him to fit it into the team. So Chi-Yu forces prep, it forces switches, and it looks like it could be a really important wall breaker for me in this game. So yes, Jesus is going to be here to do some things, and hopefully punch some holes through JB's team for me. Now going from fire straight to a water type, and that water type is going to be, of course, Ruler of Wind, the Quaquaval, with protective pads this week. We're going jolly max attack, max speed, because there's a lot of base 85s on my opponent's team, so I really didn't want to risk any kind of speed ties. Well, I didn't want to risk being undersped. I wanted to risk the speed tie because I can't go any faster. But the 4 moves we're bringing are Brave Bird, Aqua Step, Close Combat, and Swords Dance. Now I figured with Quaquaval's matchup here, there were only really 2 switch-ins to water type that my opponent had. Hisuian Samurott is one of them, which dies to a close combat, and Komodo is the other one, which dies to a Brave Bird. Now, outside of a very, very physically defensive Komodo that has like Rocky Helmet or something, Quaquaval is going to absolutely murder that thing with Brave Birds. If I'm able to get myself set up with a Swords Dance, we're going to do massive, massive damage here and potentially get some late game sweeps because Quaquaval, once it gets going, is an absolute monster. Aqua Step looks incredible here, and if I'm able to beat down that stupid dash bun, then I'll be able to do some damage. The protective pads are for 2 reasons. 1, to avoid any Rocky Helmet chip that my opponent might be trying to bring on me, and 2, in order to avoid potential flame body burns with Moltres, because if that thing burns Quaquaval, it's completely done for. There's no point in having it here. So I figured this was the best way to ensure I was able to at least try to do damage with Quaquaval, and there are plenty of things that I can set up the Swords Dance on, like that Hisuian Samurott, like that Scizor, like the Avalugg, like the Revavroom, like even Komodo. There were quite a few things I'm able to grab a Swords Dance boost on, and I really think Quaquaval could go kind of crazy here if I'm able to play it right. So yes, Quaquaval's here, hopefully going to do some sweeps, and we'll see how it goes on. And the final Mon I'm bringing this week, the Mon that's going to act as the glue that holds absolutely everything else together, is going to be Sparks the Yanmega, with a Life Orb Tinted Lens set this week. Now, we're not going to be prepping for a potential speed tie with Dash Bun, because I was advised by my good friend Shroom Raver that if Dash Bun does come this week, it's either going fully physically defensive as a way of checking Quaquaval, or it's going max special defense in order to take hits from Chi-Yu. And as such, there is no point in me trying to speed tie with a Mon that's not going to go max speed in a million years. So instead, we've prepped for the Moltres' speed of 306. By going 307 speed, I'm allowed to get a little bit more HP investment, which could come in handy later on if I need to take some hits from Bullet Punch Scizor, or if I need to take any random chip throughout the game. Life Orb is necessary here because it does ensure that everything on my opponent's team gets 2-hit KO'd, and it allows me to switch up moves if necessary. And the moves that we are going for are Bug Buzz, Air Slash, Tailwind, and U-Turn. Tailwind could be very important if my opponent brings Booster Iron Valiant, because it would allow some Pokemon that wouldn't be able to outspeed it otherwise, such as Quaquaval, to be able to get that outspeed. And it would also allow Yanmega to outspeed everything itself. And if I'm able to get a free turn against something like Hisuian Samurott, I am able to then go pretty crazy with a Tailwind on Yanmega. We've got U-Turn as well, just in case we need to reposition during the game. Obviously, it's not ideal to have U-Turn and Life Orb, but with Tinted Lens, it still gives me some pretty significant chip. The attack stat isn't the greatest, but Tinted Lens, Life Orb, Stab, U-Turn is still going to hurt on the Switch, and there's not too many things that are going to be able to take that very, very well. Yanmega here looks very, very crazy. It basically scores crazy damage on everything. It's one of my best ways of dealing with a Terra Steel Moltres, because I do about 60% to max HP Terra Steel Moltres with Bug Buzz, which, yes, is an absolutely insane calc. And yeah, It just looks like it could really punch some holes this week. It could be the difference between winning and losing, and if that is a physical Iron Valiant, I know for a fact that Yanmega takes hits pretty well on the physical side, so it could be the difference here. But yes, Sparks has a very important role, and I'm very, very interested to see whether it's going to be able to pull that role off effectively or not. And that is my team for week 1 of the UNPL versus JB Westside. We do have that big superstar of Ogerpon sat on the bench who is going to watch her team this week hopefully pull out a W. Maybe this week isn't her time to shine, but trust me, she'll have her chance in the future. But yes, it is time to find out how the battle went between me and JB. Welcome to week 1 of the UNPL. Let's go, baby!
Okay, and here we are in the game, and yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a, as I said, a bit more of a toned down game. So, yes, okay, I can see he's brought a lot of the stuff I was expecting. There is that Hisuian Samurott, which I was kind of expecting, but also kind of not. I kind of thought maybe the Torterra might come here, but we are not going to see a Torterra here today. I'm thinking my lead is still probably best for Cyclozar, but also I want to be very careful against that Iron Valiant, because I only really have one way of dealing with it. So there is also the possibility that I run a lead here of Quaquaval. The Quaquaval. Maybe leading Sparks is the best. Yeah. Nah, we lead Saru. We're going to lead Saru. Just on the off chance that they do the Hisuian Samurott lead, because then I can immediately click U-turn, get out into Quaquaval for free, and get a big hit, and potentially get a Moxie boost to go a little bit ham. Oh, JB, you're better than that, mate. You've got to have yourself a trainer card. But yes, good luck, have fun to the homie JB. Shawsy. Oh look, that's exactly what I thought might come. So we leave with Saru. Good old Saru. Saru is named after my old bearded dragon. So we click U-turn right here, and we find out if this thing is a scarf set. Because Saru over here is built different. It's built with the AV, get the argument speed, bonk, do over half. And this thing's going to get free Ceaseless Edge off on me. So do I go out in... Yeah, I think we go out into Ruler of Wind. Go out into Ruler of Wind, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys have seen that dancing duck. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Sorry, JB. That's unfortunate. But yes, quick side note, Ruler of Wind's name is named after the artist that made the dancing duck animation, the one that wiggles and hops around, and Ruler of Wind is the person that made it, so that's pretty cool. So we're probably going to see the Dash Bun come in here, so in order to catch this thing out, I'd like to pull the hard switch out to Sparks. We are going to attempt to catch the Dash Bun. Hopefully. They are going to withdraw. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And that's Breadwin. What a name. I love that so much. So now we hit the Air Slash, I think. Because you don't have a switch into this now. I might just actually go for the Tail Whip. No, we'll go for the Air Slash now. Because this thing's probably... No, I think Bug Buzz is probably safer. A bit more damage. Please tell me I am Tinted Lens on this thing. I am Tinted Lens, cool. Okay, so I think we go for the Bug Buzz right now. And see what your switching is. Unless it's like AV Sizz. Yeah, let's just do the Bug Buzz. Ooh, it's Spadef. Cool. Yawn. Okay. That's fun. Spadef leftovers. What do I do now, then? Do I go into Tintin? This thing's going to be a bit of a problem. Maybe I'll go Tintin. Yeah, I'll go Tintin. That's my only really play. This dash button's going to be a bit of a problem. Luckily, I do outspeed it by 1 point with my Chi. You're going to withdraw Breadwinner. Best jungler. Sizzle, best jungler. I don't know about that one, Sunshine. Okay. Go out into the Haymaker. I think we have to do the... Go out into the Haymaker. This thing might just click knock off, and if it does, that's a big problem for me. Yeah, okay. It's probably going to click U-turn on me now. So I'm going to click Play Rough. Try and catch. Try and catch the dash button. Actually, no. This thing, it might just be U-turning into Moltres at this point. So maybe... Go into Ruler of Wind. Go into Ruler of Wind. You're going to withdraw. Moltres. Clang Clang. That's the combo. Cool. Okay. Okay. I know that dash button is Spadef. So I'm going to set up right here. I'm going for the Sword Stance. Let's see what this thing wants to do, because it's not going to stay in against me, I don't think. I don't think anyway. Oh, it does. Okay. Drain Punch. Cool. Okay. Let's Brave Bird it. Actually, no. Because what happens now? What happens now? What happens now? What happens now? I Brave Bird, I kill something. Or... I go for game and click Aqua Step first. But I think this thing might have something stronger to hit me with. So if I Aqua Step, I'm then forced to close combat to kill. And there's always a Bullet Punch afterwards that can kill me. I just have to go for the Brave Bird. Yeah, kill this thing. Oh, it's Focus Sash. No, it's not. It's just Fizz Death. That's really bad. Shit. I really didn't think that was going to live at +2. Okay, well, at least it's dead. I can claim a kill now. I can claim a kill, but what do I claim it with is the question. I really didn't think that was going to kill. Well, I really did think it was going to kill. That's so unfortunate. Okay, I've got to keep Bronzong around to deal with... Yeah, I think this is the play. Go out into this thing. I have to click Ice Spinner. Yeah, I've got to click Ice Spinner. Oh, I really don't want to. I really want to click Knock Off, but I don't think it kills. And I can't risk it. I think he wants this thing to go down right now. Enjoy. Okay. Lol. Rocky Helmet, cool. I'm clicking Rapid Spin then. That's the way you want to play it. I'm clicking Rapid Spin. Oh, come on, bro. Like, come on. What is this? What is this, bro? No booster coming in after me. That's just, like, mean, though. This is mean. Right. Knock off. Or do I just Rapid Spin again? You're happy to get Chip on this, aren't you? Yeah, you're happy to get Chip. We're going to Rapid Spin again. It's just such a mean set. Double Endure on me. I mean, obviously I know that the Ceaseless Edge missed earlier on in the game, which is very unfortunate. But still, my dude. Ugh. We get the cheekiest of Rapid Spin KOs, though. It was a lot more of a event back in the day, I have to say. The best jungler comes in. I think you're clicking U-turn. I don't think you're bullet punching me, but I haven't seen this thing set. Well, I know it's got knockoff. I don't think a bullet punch is going to kill me. So I want to click U-turn. But also, I can't really risk it. I really don't want to get knocked off on the Bronzong. I don't really have a switch though. I think you might be trying to catch me with a U-turn here. So the game plan is, I'm worried about Valiant, but I'm okay for now. I am okay for now. Do I want to try... I don't think I really have much other choice than to go Haymaker. I don't really have much other choice. I really don't. I'm just going to change my music because it's really annoying me. Bullet punch. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't stay in there. That would have been a bit of a blunder. Now, I stay in. And I go for Play Rough. Or do I Drain Punch? Because the switch in here is going to be Dash One, which I know is Spadef. The Dash One comes in here. Takes a Play Rough. My best move to hit this thing. I mean, Fire Punch is still kind of nice. But I don't want Dash One switching in on Fire Punch because I know it resists it's immune to it because of its ability. So we'll go for Play Rough. You're gonna knock. Why are you knocking off me? Okay. It's leftovers. Okay. I'm gonna Drain Punch then. Straight out to Dash Bun. At least I know this thing's leftovers now. That was cheeky, JB. That was so cheeky. Go on. Go out into JB Fuel. That's the booster value. Oh, it's a Moltres. Okay. Please don't burn me. No burn. Yes, thank God. Oh, that would have been horrific. Okay, let's go Jesus. Let's go Jesus. The Beads of Ruin. What's your terror? No terror? Okay, bit of chip. Bit of chip. I'm gonna click Dark Pulse into Psychic, I think. Or Ruination into Psychic. No, Dark Pulse into Psychic, because if Dashbun decides to come in... I love the way I pronounce that. But if Dashbun decides to come in here, then it's at least gonna take a bit of a hit. So let's Dark Pulse the ever-loving bejesus out of this thing. Or do I Psychic into Psychic? It might be Terra Steel. His Terra's on this. One of them is Terra Steel, one of them is Terra Fire. I can't remember what the other one is, though. So, I think Dark Pulse is probably the safest play I have. Yep, JB Fuel. Okay. Breadwinner, it's the breadwinner. It's a good switch. Okay. Now I'm going to Psychic it. For a little bit more, maybe kills. Let's see what your response is. Does this kill? Does this kill? Yes! Okay. The breadwinner is no more. Now this is where we have problems. Because I think I have to kind of let this thing go down if he goes Valiant right now. Because I can't risk it setting up on me. If it's Booster, I'm in trouble. I obviously do have Saru who does outspeed, but really can't do too much damage to it. Shorzy. What's this thing? I need to do calcs. My Fire Blast does kill from here, but an Aqua Jet does massive damage to it. But at least I get to kill it before it's able to... I don't think Aqua Jet kills. I don't know if Aqua Jet kills, because Aqua Jet from Jolly does 54 to 65. Okay, I'll take the Fire Blast. Should kill. That's AV. That's not the set I was expecting. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, I guess that means Sparks comes in. And gets to claim something in return. Jesus Christ, man. Like, that's insanity. Could kill this with U-turn, to be fair, and then reposition. Kill this with U-turn, and then reposition into Psych. Reposition into Bronzong, which then invites in the Moltres. Oh, that Moltres is looking nasty now. Okay. This is what we do. Kill with U-turn. Okay. Oh, and the crit, that's nasty. But makes up for the Season's Edge miss. It's fine. Makes up for the Season's Edge miss. Absolutely fine, I do not mind. should not have let my Chi-Yu fucking go down there. That was awful. Okay. Go Psych. Let's go Cyclizar. Oh, letting Chi go down there is awful. Oh. I really didn't expect AB. Fair play, JB. That's a really good bring. Isolating my Chi-Yu like that as the big threat. My switch there was probably to go into this guy. I just really didn't expect it. I really didn't expect it. Okay. Well, Bullet Punch don't kill me, but at this point, I've got to knock it. Gotta knock it. Bullet Punch me. Damage. Goodbye to your leftovers. Go Haymaker. Because I need that regen. I need chip on this thing. At this point, it really is going to be a struggle for me to win this game. Let's knock. Okay. Okay. Do I Ice Punch here? Do I Ice Punch? Because he's clicking U-turn right now. He's clicking U-turn. Oh, I really wish I brought Electric Move. I really wish I brought Electric Move. Okay. I'll click Drain Punch. It's the safest move I have. I mean, whatever I click, I'm probably getting burned. I could have clicked Play Rough, but I think the Moltres comes in here any day of the week. I just need chip on the Moltres. I think I might be able to steal a win if I'm able. Oh, how do I steal a win here? I don't know. JB Fuel. We'll Drain Punch again. A little bit of health. No burn, please. No burn. Okay. I go Psych. The Psych does take this thing on fairly well-ish. Okay. Ooh, that's offensive. And the burn. That's awful. Absolutely awful. Okay. That is dreadful for me. I gotta knock it. Okay, there's the Terror. There's the Terror. Terror Steel. Okay, here it is. Here it is. No. Big damage. Terror Blast Steel. Okay. How do I win this game? Well, Iron Hands is never going to outspeed any form of Iron Valiance. I need Tintin around to 1v1. If I go U right now, do I live a Flamethrower? I think I live a Flamethrower. If I click Drain Punch into the Iron Valiant slot, I think I need a bit more chip on the Moltres. I think I need a little bit more chip on the Moltres before I'm able to kill it. Yeah, I need a little bit more from where it's at, and that extra damage from the burn would potentially have done it, so I think I have to risk Haymaker here. I have to risk Haymaker. Do I try? If I kill this thing, I can see a path to victory, potentially. Just need to 1v1 a Sizzle. Okay. Question is, do I Drain Punch here? Because if I Drain Punch here, and he goes into Valiant, I think it's over. I can catch Valiant with a Play Rough right here. But he might just go for the kill on me. Is Fire Punch maybe the best mid-round? But Fire Punch won't kill this thing. It will put it in range of... No, I need to Drain Punch. I need to Drain Punch. Roost. Okay. So that's going to give me a lot of health back. Does half. Oh, we're playing this game. You're playing for burns. You're just going to play for burns, aren't you? Okay, well, I'm afraid this is the game we're going to have to play. Oh, you're going to flamethrow me. Okay. No burn. Get the Drain Punch. Okay. This is doable. It's doable. So what happens now is Valiant comes in, gets its booster. Man, I am all over the place with this. Valiant comes in, gets its booster. I have to click play. Yeah, I have to click play rough on it. Or do I? Yep, there's the booster. Booster speed. Yep. So annoying I had my item knocked off early game. I think Gyro Ball should be enough to kill, but I know Valiant has a decent stat. I have to let this guy go down. I mean, let's be real. It's going for Fairy Move right now. It's going for Fairy Move. Brain Blast. If I go into Valiant on the play rough, it might be Spirit Break, so I have to go for the play rough. If this hits and kills. No. Oh, okay. A punch. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Spirit Break. Okay. Now I have to pray that it's not knockoff. If it's knockoff, we're in trouble. Maybe I should have gone Colbur on this thing. Maybe that was the play. I am fully Fizz Death. Let's combat. Come on, let's go. Let's go. The Gyro Ball kills. It's not knockoff. Okay, so the Sizzle. If this is also SD, we're in trouble. If this is also SD, we're in trouble. But I've seen U-turn, I've seen knockoff, I've seen bullet punch. If this is SD, we lose. Yeah, if it's SD, we lose, but fair play. It's knockoff. Okay. This is going to come down to whether I have the punching power with Yanmega. You've knocked off my leftovers. I think Sparks lives one. Because Sparks has decent physical defense, but I don't know if Sparks gets the kill. Sparks lives. Yes! Get in! Get in! Legend! Oh, yes! 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 Oh my god! What a game! What a game! Good game, JB. Holy shit, what a game. Oh my god. Fuck me. Whoa. Okay. Holy shit. There's a lot to unpack here. That Ceaseless Edge miss turn 1 was crucial. It was an incredible game. An incredible game. One of the best games I've ever had in my draft. Like, what is with Gen 8 games and being insane? That was incredible. What a game. Oh my god. I really didn't know what I was going to do. Like, as soon as Quaquaval went down, I thought it was over. How have I stolen that? Holy shit. Wow. What a game. Thank you so much, JB. Make sure you check him out. He has some of the best Unite content on YouTube. Oh my god. Oh. How am I going to go to sleep after that? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning here. Oh my god. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh my god. And I will catch you in the next episode of the UNPL. Holy shit. Good game. Oh, Jesus Christ.